The season store has changed completely, and I've been getting a lot of requests to make a video on how you should be spending your fruits. And that's what we're going to be covering in this video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, join our Discord, and also follow us on Instagram so you always have the support that you need to really enhance your account and get yourself to the next level. Also, if you stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you can save a lot of money when you make in-game purchases by getting some amazing cashbacks each time you purchase anything. Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. So I've been getting a lot of requests and making a video on the season fruit store, and well, things were pretty busy because there was a war going on, a very intense war. Luckily, Sky has completed their objectives, so we get a little bit of time to relax until the next wars. So a perfect time to get started on this video. But before that, I do want to give a little bit of a sneak peek. We do have the website coming out soon. I know a lot of people are like, what does soon mean? Hopefully in a few weeks or maybe a month, we might have the website launched. Now, although we spent a ton of money and a ton of time on that website, it's not going to be launching with everything in it right from the get-go. It's going to have a few features, and then we'll be adding more features over time. And you might be thinking, it took so long, right? And the reason is because we purpose-built that website from scratch, right? We didn't use a pre-made template. It was completely custom-built with you in mind. Wanted to make sure that we're making a product that is specifically designed for the stuff that you prefer to have. That includes calculators. That's something that a lot of people seem to have questions on. How much time do I need before I can get T10? Or, I want to level up my insect. How much more of these resources do I need? Well, we're going to be trying to cover that in the first phase of the website, but I won't talk too much more about that. We have this video to talk about the season fruit store, so let's get started. Now, firstly, a lot of new things have been added to the season fruit store, which is amazing, right? Because they weren't there before, now you have them. However, they're a little bit more on the pricier side. You see stuff like 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. These weren't there before, they've been added recently. They did also say that they introduced better ways of getting season fruit. And based on my calculation, if you get everything off this every single day, the free stuff, you get about 29,050 season fruit per week, assuming you have the 25% bonus due to the enhancement of your evolution fungi, which, by the way, I plan on covering another video about enhancements and how that's changed too, but getting evolution fungi to level 21 is probably a good idea. So 29,050 comes for free from your daily tasks. That's definitely not enough if you plan on buying everything every week, right? Everything all together is going to come out to be 163,750, which is way different than what you have from the daily tasks. Now, I'll say everything of value, which probably ends at this treasure clay, would come up to be approximately close to 130,000, which is still much more than what we're getting. Right? So that comes down to two things. Well, one of them is that you could possibly purchase season fruits from here, right? You get 17,500 per week. That's in addition to the 29,050 you're getting anyway. Or you could go in here and start purchasing more season fruits from here as well. Of course, that's a little bit costly. The other more logical thing, of course, is to participate in as many structure raids as possible because, as you can see, this one day gave 1,020 season fruits to everyone who participated, right? 1,020 for one structure, that's a good deal. So try to get into as many structure raids as you can, collect those season fruits. But assuming you won't have enough season fruits to purchase everything, how would we really want to be spending our season fruits and how would we prioritize them? And that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I have about 43,840. You could probably have something similar, assuming you were fairly active. And well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the Enhancement Resin because SVS, I want to get 9 shells. That's something that I'm definitely going to buy, and it's 1,000 for 5,000, which is great. This is something that seems to be only available for free in the season store, so I'm definitely going to be purchasing this. So 3,000 is going to get me 20. Then I'm also going to be purchasing the season egg, no question about that. We all want the S5 ants, so do I. I'm also going to be purchasing the exotic shell because it's fairly cheap. We're talking 3,750, and exotic shells are still fairly useful because I keep on wanting to star up my ants. And then finally, the 2,500 season fruit for an orange insect egg. Good deal, and it's so cheap, so might as well. Once we've purchased these, the rest of the ones are the more expensive items in my opinion. And this is where you need to start thinking about your particular priorities. So Bioessence, if you decide to get all 4, that's 16,000 fruit, right? Very expensive if you ask me. But for me, it comes down to the fact that Bioessence is not going to be giving me any more combat speed. It does give small bonuses, so it's good to have. But at the same time, I really want to have advanced mutation material chests because these are really hard to get, right? I'm particularly struggling with the germs and I really want to get those germs, so I'm definitely going to be prioritizing this. So 20 is actually pretty nice, even though it's fairly expensive. 10,000 fruit, right? Just purchasing that got me down to 20,000. That gives me approximately 2 more of these items that I can choose if I decide to get the max amount, considering I'm not planning on getting the bioessence. In my opinion, I'm probably going to go with this one as well because I want the small germs too. That leaves me with that 10,000. And that also kind of removes the Moonlight Essence, right? I mean, that's 20,000. If I was struggling with Moonlight Essence, I might have just prioritized that. But right now, I don't feel like I'm struggling in particular in Moonlight Essence. So what I'm going to do with the remaining 10,000 is I'm probably going to go with the Soldier Reform chests. And that's going to complete all the season fruit that I have for this particular week. Hopefully next week I'll have more and I can start purchasing the same items again. That's probably the way I go about it. The cheap things are a must-have because they're pretty cheap. They don't really cost that much. You're getting a nice benefit for a small price. When you start talking about the 10,000 plus ones, that's where you really need to start deciding where you want to prioritize things because you cannot get all of them. And you saw the ones that I did prioritize. I didn't go for this because I generally tend to have a lot of these and I don't think that they're really the biggest limiter for me. I'm trying to start up all of my genetics to max star before I start focusing entirely on leveling them up. So right now, that's not my priority. Awakening protein, actually, I have a lot of them. I'm actually struggling with getting the awakening to higher tiers as opposed to getting them to certain levels. So not too much of a benefit for me. And Moonlight Essence, I already talked about. Treasure Clay, another thing that's fairly expensive. That's 20,000 if I want to get all 4. It is something I'm struggling with, but you know what? I decided to prioritize the other things a little bit more. So that's pretty much my thoughts on the new season store and how I think we should be going about it. You're welcome to write your thoughts in the comments below. Maybe you have a different strategy that you'd love to share with the team that's watching this video. And before you go, I want you to know you can save a lot of money in the Ants Underground Kingdom using Aptoid with my promo code. The most updated promo code can be found in the title of the video that I'm linking to this video, or you can go to the top right of the screen and click the button that's going to take you to the video. You can start saving a lot of money. We're talking 10 to 35% cash back on every purchase you make. Plus, now you have infinite uses, right? There was a limit of 5 per 30 days. That's been removed. So now you can make infinite purchases and still use my promo code. And if you do, let me know in Discord and I can add you to a specific group which I have for each few spenders. And you whales can connect with each other as well. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So let me know if you do and I'd love to add you to the group. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.